Howdy folks, Pawpaw here. I just want to let you know what we're about to do here. I'm going to get some flat out putting my Wallke H9 all-wheel drive, the 2025 version. And I'm going to go in there and make some changes to the display for the pedal assist settings. Because my pedal assist 1 seems to be a little high, going a little too fast. And pedal assist 3, I'd like to be a little faster. And then we're going to try setting up pedal assist 5 just a little bit more too. So, hello birds. You hear them? They sound beautiful. It looks nice out here, but it's cold, guys. It's still in the 40s, but it's nice and sunny. So I am going to go ahead and do a little bit of ride today after this, just to test this out, make sure my settings are right. You guys can go back and check my first 2 videos on this bike. I did a comparison with the 2025 and the 2023. The 2023 actually, a couple months after it was out, turned into the 2024, okay? And then they made some changes to the 2024 as they went on there. And then now they came out with the 2025. So I did a comparison with the actual 2023, which they call the 2024 also, guys. But it was actually, this one was actually made at the end of 2023, and it had a couple different parts. I mean, the front motor was 750 watts, had the taller battery. That's the bike I got. Some of you guys got that bike. So I'm comparing that bike, which they actually call the 2024 now, with the 2025. So you can go back and look at those reviews and see what you think of that. And I showed a full assembly on that bike as well, because it's a little different. Some of the parts are different. Anyhow, it's beautiful out here, guys. So we're gonna go out here, we're gonna get this video done and let you see how this thing does with the new PAS settings. All right, bye-bye. All right, so in order to do this job, here's the things that we're gonna need. We basically just need a dry towel. We need a valve tool, so we can pull the valves out, put them back in. Need a soapy wash rag, and of course our FlatOut. Now I happen to pick up the wrong bottle. This is the 16 ounce bottle. This is good for one e-bike that has the 20x4 tires. That's because I usually put 8 ounces in each tire. And if you go to FlatOut's site, they actually call for 10 ounces in each tire, guys. But I've never had a problem in 2 years just putting 8 ounces in. So. But we're going to demonstrate how to easily put this in your tires. So that's what we're going to do today. So basically what I do is I take a soapy wash rag and I go around and I wet the seals. Because once we let the air out of the tire, it'll just make it easier to get this resealed. Now I'll probably do it again. As a matter of fact, I'll do it again before we actually, or as we're pumping it back up, I'll do it again. But what we want to start with is to get your stem at the top of the tire and take out your valve. But I usually just go ahead and let a little air out. You can do it any way you want to do it, but if you don't want the valve to go shooting out, you might want to relieve some of the pressure that's in it. Just about every time I do this, the tire actually comes off of the seal. And what you want in the end is, you see this little rim here, this little rubber piece that's on the tire goes all the way around. You use that as a guide. You want that to be the same distance all the way around the tire when you inflate it back up. You might have to pound it and squeeze it and things of that sort to get it where it needs to go. Otherwise you're going to go down the road, you know, wobbling. All right, we got that loose enough, so let's just go ahead and take it out the stem. I've actually done this, you know, a couple other times in some reviews, guys, but the very first one I did, I didn't realize I needed to turn my bike upside down. It makes it a lot easier if you flip your bike upside down than try to do it when the tires are actually on the ground. Now the bottle of FlatOut actually comes with a plastic valve removal tool that does work. I don't know why I use this. All right. There is, now you hear the air coming out. It's not very bad. I left out a lot of pressure, so it's coming out pretty easy. But there is our valve. You want to make sure you get that put back in properly and snugged up once you get the FlatOut in. You want to leave the stem at the top so that when you're pumping in the FlatOut, you know, it doesn't come leaking back out, and it'll actually flow around in there. All right, that's all that technical jargon, which is not really technical. But here's what we got. So basically you just pop the top, which is trick. And as you're pulling up on it, you'll see this tube come out. Too much good. This stuff is pretty thick. But I'll go ahead and just mix it up a little bit here anyhow. It does not say to do that though. You pop this off the top, and there's your tool. It does work. All right. You want to grab a hold of this. Otherwise, you're going to push it up in there, and then you got more problems. I do that. Get it up on there as high as you can get it, so it don't slide off. Or I'm looking to put in 8 ounces, and on the side it has marking. So once it gets down to the 8 ounce here, then I've got enough in. So you just pick it up, give it a squeeze, start squeezing it in. Stop every once in a while to check to see where you're at. It's going to be hard to see at times. You know, a little clearer bottle would be nice. I can see I'm up there pretty high yet, so we got a ways to go. Okay, we're right at it. Just pop that off. Put your cap back on it so it doesn't get spilt. Get your valve. Put your valve back in. Hold on to it. It's about one of the simplest things to do, guys. A lot easier than trying to put in the Tannis armor, but I don't have anything against Tannis armor. I just prefer doing this. You take it, you don't want to strip it, but you do want to snug it. We are snug. Now we're going to pump it up. But here's where you want to make sure you get your rim right. So I usually put in just a few pounds. This is the Gulu AP 150 Pro. Just go ahead and get that on. You want to do this without pushing it up in again. Keep that pulled down, otherwise it's going to go up in there and you're going to have more problems. So just start it. I'm just going to put a few pounds in for now. I am going to go with 25 pounds this time. I had 26 in it and it was a little stiff, so we're going to go with 25. But for now, I'm just going to put a few pounds in. Actually, I got 8 pounds in there and it feels like I can still move it around. But see, okay, right here we can see it's out of the rim. So we want to get that in there. And that's all it took. If you just put a little bit of air in it, you don't have to beat on it too hard. I found that out too. But you want to check and make sure that is the same all the way around. Mine's still sliding pretty good, but if it's not sliding, you can put some soapy water on it. It makes it slide easier. Okay, I'm gonna check the other side as well. Both sides got to be in that seal before you pump it all the way up. Put a little bit more in. Let's go ahead and get it back up the top here. This is a great pump, guys. One of the quieter ones. And it pumps up fast. And check it again here. Got about 12 pounds in it now. We want this seal to be exactly the same, or as close as we can get it, all the way around. It's looking really good on this side. So I'll go ahead and check the other side one more time. One spot here, it's a little high. It's usually all it takes. If you don't have a ton of air in it, you could just kind of pound it down in where it might be high. All right, we're looking pretty good. All right, we're going to go ahead and get it pumped all the way up. That's it. That is it. So if you guys are interested in this pump, there'll be links to it down in the description, as well as the e-bike. I'll also put links for the FlatOut down in the description. So at this point, you just move on to the back tire and you're done. All right, guys. So on my initial ride out here with the Wallke H9 all-wheel drive 2025 version, I ran into some issues with, I wouldn't say issues, but preferences that I'd like to change for my pedal assist. My pedal assist seemed like it was going too fast. My pedal assist 3 was going too slow. And then I want to see if I got any room to bump pedal assist 5 up at all. So we're going to turn this on and see if we can figure out how to make those changes. So first we got to go plus and minus to get into the menu. And we are in. And we got to go to the setting for pedal assist, and that's number 2. So you just tap I again. Once you're in it, you tap I to get in. And now we're into the individual settings. So they have pedal assist 1 at 30. Let me take that down. I'm going to take that down to about, we'll try 26. I want to get this thing to where it goes under 10 mile an hour, 9, 10 mile an hour in pedal assist 1. So we'll try that one. And then I think we'll I to save it, right? Yep, now we moved to 2. 2 I think was fine. And 3 now, I'd like to go a little faster. So we're going to move this up. That was 63. Let's go up to about, I'm going to try 73 for now. I to save it. Yeah, because C4 is 81. All right, and then 5. Oh, it's already at 98, guys. Well, we're going to kick it up one more. I'm not going to put it at 100%. Last time I did that on the other bike at 100%, it wanted to cut out. So it may cut out at 99 too. We'll see. So we have our pedal assist set. And then we're just going to move on here. Tire size. Now make sure you change that to 23 inch if you want it to be correct with the GPS. We have it at 23 inch. 4, I can't remember what that was. 5 is your top speed, and we're already at top speed, which tells you something right there. 32 mile an hour, and I could only get it to 31.5. I think at one point I hit 32 when I was at full charge. But I'm pretty sure this top speed of this bike is only going to be 32. But we'll test it out. I did set pedal assist 5 up one more. We'll see if we can get anything else out of it. 7, I can't remember all these. I went through all these guys in the first video. There you can set a password. And 9, I believe, is 9 was your display time before the display shuts off when it's not in use. Okay, so we're just back to 1 again, and that's where you change your to mile per hour or kilometer. So we're gonna get out. All right, guys, that's it. We're gonna test this thing out now, see if I got these pedal assists proper. Now let's also see if I can hit the minus and I to clear the trip. Let's see if that works. Yep, that sure did. So hold down minus and I, and that'll clear your trip, guys. And then my suggestion to Wallke was, see at this point, if I hit I, you can change from rear wheel drive. The next one, if you hold it in, next one should be all wheel drive, not front wheel drive. Because if you're trying to climb a hill, you don't want to have to fiddle around with getting past front wheel drive. See there, the third, you push it the second time, it takes you to all wheel drive. Now we're back to rear wheel drive again. But that's my suggestion there, guys. Now there is no sensitivity settings in this, guys. So you can't go in there and set your throttle down a little bit or your takeoff sensitivity down. They got it set at the factory. I did ask that question. But you can go in there, change your tire size. You can put your top speed at 32 if it's not already there. It is in the United States, it was already there. You can go in and change your PAS levels. All right, guys, that's it. So we're going to take this out on a ride and test it out today. We did the FlatOut in the tires. We've changed the PAS voltage settings, and I went ahead and oiled the chain better today. And we're going to take this out for another ride, see how we like it. All right, folks, here we are, getting ready to go out on the Wallke again. This is the new 2025 Wallke H9. I've already done a couple rides or a couple of videos on this, but this is actually the second ride. And what I've done today is went into the menu, into the settings, and set this, changed my PAS levels, the voltage levels on the PAS settings, so this rides more like my 2023. So we're going to go out and test it. And it was already set at 98% on pedal assist 5. I took it to 99. We're going to see if it makes any difference. On the 2023, if you take it to 100%, sometimes you actually feel it cut out a little bit. So I took it back down to 98% also. So we may have to put this back, but we'll see if that 1% makes any difference. So the updated features on this, and some of the best features on this, for one, is the Logan hydraulic brakes. So they upgraded that from the DY Island. My DY Islands constantly squeaked. I couldn't get them to stop no matter what I did. I even tried several different pairs on those. But these Logans didn't make a sound my last ride out. So I'm very happy with those. I'm also happy that we have an adjustable rear shock on this now, both sides. So you can adjust, you know, how much suspension you actually have in the back as well as the front. They changed also the crank on this, the chain ring. It's just a single-sided, but it is a 52T. So that's different. You have a full throttle over here, full twist throttle now instead of just a half. Doesn't make a whole lot of difference to me because I mostly just pedal anyhow, but some of you may like that. They changed the display. Now, in my opinion, I like the 2023 display the best. I heard issues with the 2024 because some of the features got removed in the actual menu. This one, you're really limited with your features. You only have 10 in here, but you have some of the most important ones. I mean, you can change your speed up to the top speed. You can change your tire size to the exact size, which is very important because this needs to be 23-inch so that you are accurate with your GPS. And it was perfectly accurate on my last ride out with the GPS. And you can also go in and change your percentages, your voltage percentages on each pedal assist, which now those are very important features. I wish they also would let you have a sensitivity feature, but they don't have it on this particular menu. So, you know, some of you guys may like this sideways style menu better. Some may like the old one. I particularly like the 2023 the best out of the three, but you know, to each his own on that. But these Logan brakes, man, are really awesome. I'm liking those a lot. I do have my Cloud 9 on here. I did put my bag on it. I took off the actual cushion seat so my bag fits better on this one. I have, it's, you know, my phone holder, and I put a bell on it. It does have a horn. And you've got headlights, brake lights, all that works. We're going to go out and ride, guys, and see if the pedal assist settings made any difference. I did oil my chain. I did also put FlatOut in the tires. So we need to ride those around a little bit anyhow. So we're going to put on our sunglasses. Isn't there a song like that? Put on our sunglasses. And I'm going to turn on my cameras so I can see. Ain't going to sing anymore because we're not catching that copyright, guys. I do not want to catch the copyright. So we're not going to sing all the words to that song. Anyhow, I got to make sure I'm recording everywhere. Looks like I am. So, I don't need to actually put this on the GPS this time around because if you guys watched my first ride, we see that it was 100% accurate. So I'm just going to put my ugly mug on here so you guys can see me talking and make crazy expressions. Things of that sort. What do you think of that? So let's go ahead and get this turned on. Something else I want to mention too, guys. When you put this battery in, make sure, I mean, you got to make sure your key's actually in the fully off unlocked position to put this in so that this little pin will poke through that. Because if it doesn't go through that, that's going to sit on top of that and it's still going to work, but your battery will bounce. And I'm thinking that could be what happened with a lot of people's 2024s. They weren't actually getting it seated down in here so that that pin, that locking pin, goes through that bar. So we did that this time. So this battery cannot move, and that's what you want. And I accidentally had it the other way. So I'd have been out there on the ride, the battery been bouncing, and I'd been bad mouthing it. But that's not the case. Let's go ahead and turn this on. And I showed you guys last time, I don't know if you can see too much right now because it's really bright right back behind me. But, you know, to reset your trip, just hold the minus and the I, and it'll reset your trip for you. And then you press your I button to scroll through your rear wheel to front wheel, then it goes to all-wheel drive. So we are in all-wheel drive right now. I'm going to go ahead and put this in a pedal assist, and we're going to take off. We're going to get out of here, if that's all right with you guys. So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Go. I think I'm just going to go right up here this time. I'm going to go right up this hill here. Something I didn't do, I wanted to do, was actually roll my handlebars forward a little bit, guys. I didn't do that this time. It's very cold out, so I don't know how long of a ride I'm going to do today. And we just have no good days this week. We're pedaling slightly uphill right now. Somebody let the chickens out. Yeah, it's really cold. We're in the 40s and I'm not really dressed for it, so this may not be a super long ride. I primarily just wanted to do this video to show you guys how I put FlatOut in it, show you how I changed the pedal assist settings. But we're going to go up on somewhere level, test these pedal assist settings out. Seems like every ride so far this year, doesn't matter which bike I've been on, it's been extremely windy. So this won't be a super long ride, guys. But as soon as we get some better weather, this bike's going to take a long trip. We're going to see just how far we can get. As far as this old man's body will let it go, I'd say. I think I will just go ahead. We're going to go ahead, since it's going to be a short ride, and put this on the GPS. Whoops, we're gonna get run over by a truck here. So you guys can see better, just in case you're not seeing the display. I'll get up on top here, up top of the hill. I wouldn't make this hill climb test again this time. I had to stop halfway to let a car by last time. So I want to see if it can get me up at about 10 miles an hour like the other bike. It sure is cold out, I know that. Now this one ghost pedals a little sooner than my 2023. I call it the 2023, Wallke calls it the 2024 because there was actually two different versions that came out in 2024, guys. Just for a couple months, the bike that I actually have was out. So right now, I'm just trying to give it a gradual pedal here. 9 miles an hour. 8. So this one, I don't know, I think my 2023 actually pull this a little bit easier up this hill. I mean, it's not hurting me or anything. It's a pretty easy climb still, guys. But I think the older version had a little bit more power. But anyhow, there was a short period of time where they made these that had the 750 watt or not horse, 750 watt motor in the front, guys. And I got one of those. It had 1,000 in the back and 750 in the front, had the tall battery. And then a couple months later, they came out with the, they came out with the 2024, and the battery size was shortened, and then they put 1,000 watt in the front, and they changed the menu settings in the display. And a lot of people didn't like the changes they made in the display. I don't know, a lot of you love that bike. Some of you had some complaints I heard about. But what I've come to find out of each version so far is there's things you would like to have different. But all in all, the bikes themselves are just monster bikes, guys. They're great hill climbers, they're pretty fast, and they're dependable. They last. Okay, this is what I wanted to see. So I changed my pedal assist 3 up so that it would put me in the low 20s when I pedal. I'm climbing a hill right now. And we're at 23, so that's right where I want to be. So you guys saw at the beginning of this video the settings where I put pedal assist 3. I can't remember exactly right now what I did put it at, but let's go back in the video and you'll see what I put it at. And I also changed pedal assist 1 because it was too fast. So let's go down here to pedal assist 1. And we're gonna make sure I still got takeoff speed, or takeoff ability. Okay, we're gonna give it just a little pedal. I'm in 7th gear. Okay, so it took right off, but now let's see if I can go a little bit slower. So I'm just barely pedaling. And I'm 8 miles an hour. I could put let's shift my gears down here. See if that helps. I'm going downhill now. Still, to me, it seems like it's just a little too torquey. So I'll probably set pedal assist down even a little bit farther, guys. Pedal assist 1, that is. We're going to set it down just a little bit farther. I want to go a little slower. Now you can throttle a little slower. I'm going downhill, so it's not a good time to test this. You won't have to get down on the flats, guys. We're going to at least take this down to the flats. Even though I'm freezing right now, I did not properly dress for this. Well, I'm going to ride this down there in pedal assist 3 for the most part, just to see if it's pretty well set up like my old one. One thing I'm loving is I'm not hearing the peep out of these brakes. Yeah, it's just a little too cold. Just a little too cold today. Okay, so I'm just going to give this a gradual pedal. I'm in pedal assist, I'm still in 1. I'm going to go 3. Okay, definitely feel it kick in. Man, it's windy. Yeah, we'll go across get over these hills here, and we'll get over to the bike trail. Test this out a little bit better. So yeah, this is what I want. I mean, when I go downhill, I go over the hills, I want to be in the 20s. That's where I feel comfortable riding this bike. I do need to move my handlebars forward. That will help the situation. Nice and sunny out today, guys, but it's just cold. Hopefully this dog don't get me. also want to test how the hill climbing is in pedal assist 3 with this bike, because my other bike, I could climb any hill in pedal assist 3. I didn't need to be in pedal assist 5. Matter of fact, it felt like I was climbing better in 3. I don't know why that is. Some bikes are like that. I'm gonna try it out up here on this hill. Throttle just to take off here, but we got a big hill to climb here. We'll see how it does. So yeah, on the flats, it's about 24 mile an hour. That's right where I want to be. Pedal assist 3. There's the groundhog. Howdy, Chuck. Yippee! Even on a cold day, we get to see things. I told you guys, stick around old Pawpaw, you're going to see critters. You might see Sasquatches too one of these days. That is, if you could see them mythological creatures. Okay, we're climbing a steepy here, guys. I'm just barely pedaling. Yeah, it climbs just fine. Pedal assist 3. Plenty of torque. GPS second catch up. It's right on the money. Tires are doing good after the FlatOut was put in. So I got them rounded. I'm riding with 25 PSI today instead of 26. Feels a little better. I probably can even go a little lower. Depends on how comfy you want your ride to be. I do have my suspension post and my suspension seat on here. It helps the ride. I did not put my bike pants on today, which was dumb. Look, we got another critter there. So in case you're wondering, Papa's frozen from his head down to his toe right now. Literally. I didn't put my boots on or nothing. For some reason I was thinking it was going to be spring out here, but nope. Still windy and cold. Loving these brakes. These Logan brakes are A+++, guys. Uh-oh. I think he's turning there, but I guess not. Alright. Yeah, takeoff speed on this they need to adjust that a little bit. It's too jerky. And they don't give you the option to do it. So you're probably better off just putting it in lower pedal assist and pedaling to take off. Because you can control that. Alright, we're just going to turn and go down the bike trail, guys. We can test this stuff out a little bit better. So if I go to just throttle, and we know that the throttle is tied to the pedal assist on this, guys. So let's put it in 1. I'm just going to see how gentle and slowly I can get this thing to go. I mean, throttling, I can get it to go 4 and 5. That's not so bad, guys. You just got to get used to it. It's a sensitive throttle, so you got to get used to where it takes off at. As soon as you get past that little certain spot there, it just goes like that right there. But I can get it down there. So pedaling then, I think I'm going to set the sensitivity down on this just a little bit more on pedaling, because I'd like to be around 5, 6, but you know, just barely pedaling. It's got me, looks like about 7, 8, just barely pedaling. It's not bad though. Not bad at all. Okay, so let's go 2. Just give it a nice gradual little pedal here. So that probably could even be turned down some too, because it takes off. It's about 14 mile an hour. 14 mile per hour. Somebody yelled at me. Said it's not 14 mile per hour, it's miles per hour. That's something I don't understand, is why does somebody want to comment something nasty, you know, over the way you talk or over a letter you leave out or something. It's crazy. But anywho, guys, I'm going to talk the way I want to talk. I can't help that. And I got a little bit of hillbilly that comes out of me sometimes, so hopefully you guys don't mind that. But anyhow, pedal assist 3 really goes, because I set it up. It's pretty fast. Too fast for the bike trail, really. But I'm freezing, so I need to go slow anyhow. So I got a couple more adjustments to make. I'm going to adjust pedal assist 1 down a little bit. 2, I think 2's okay here, 14, maybe a tad bit higher. I just basically use 2 as my, let's just stop here and do it, guys. Let's just do it. You want to do it? Let's just stop here for a second and do it. So let's go ahead and put this down to 0. Go negative, minus, or plus and minus. Now switch this to this one right here. Now you hit your eye, and then you, how did I do that again? Just tap I again. Okay, so now we're in the pedal assist 1 settings, and I got that set at 26, so I'm going to set that down a couple more notches. Let's just go 23 on that one and hit I. Then 2, I want to take it up a couple notches. 1, take that up 2 notches. So I'm happy with that. In my pedal assist 3, I think I might even just, oh, I gotta hit I again. Pedal assist 3, I'm gonna take that up, just bump it up 1 more, because I want to be about 25, 26. So let's take it 2 more then, we'll go 75. All right, and then I is good. And the pedal assist 4, I'm plenty happy with that. Pedal assist 5 is at 99. And so far it seems okay. So let's just hit the I again, right? Yep. And then hit the I again, hold it, and you're back out. And now we're going to put it in pedal assist 1, and we're going to try this now. All right. Okay. And we're going to see if this gets me down. Oh yeah, okay. Yep, there we go, guys. So I'm just barely pedaling right now, and I'm at 7 miles an hour. So when you're riding with your buddies out on a bike trail and they got regular bicycles, you can literally get this down to a slow enough speed. And if that's too fast, just stop pedaling for a second. You can just give it a light throttle. You can even go slower, see? We could take her down there 4 or 5 miles an hour just with the throttle. So I'm getting used to it. It's a sensitivity thing with the full twist throttle, as opposed to the half twist. So that's good. So let's take her up to 2 now. And let's see if I got her up around 15, 16 mile an hour. That's where I'd like to be for that. Oh yeah. We're going up a slight grade here, but that's good bike trail speed right there for pedal assist 2. And then 3, let's see if it's got me up to 25, 26. Caution for me, it's a stop sign for them. Okay. All right. right, pedal assist 3 again. Oh, I'm not in all-wheel drive. That's why I thought it seemed like I lost some power, guys. I turned it off, so it defaulted back to rear wheel. So now we're in all-wheel drive. Hey, yeah, that's got a little more guts here. 24.5. I may actually even bump that up just a little bit more, but that's not bad right there, guys, for pedal assist 3. And of course, the pedal assist 4 kick you up even higher at about 26. And pedal assist 5. Guys, I probably could have got her up a little bit more, but I'm heading into town here, and that's way too fast for the bike trail, guys. We'll see here. We'll test her out when I get on the road. Let's just kick this back down here now. Got a little short space I'll be going on here on the road to get back home. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's so cold out here, I don't mind going slow right now. I'm looking forward to summer, guys, but even a nice warm spring will be nice. Put a little oil on my suspension seat post on the shaft that goes in and out there, and it's bouncing around on me right now. Beautiful bridge there, guys. Couple of fishermen there. My seat is slid down on me a little bit. Need to raise it up, but I'm not too far from home, so I ain't gonna worry too much about it right now. Howdy, Goose. I see you out there in the river. I wanted to get this video done. This is not an obligation video here, guys. This is all on Papal here. But I wanted to do this one. There's a kitty cat. It's a black cat. Anybody superstitious? Hello, kitty. 2 of them. I want to get this one in because I want to show you guys how you can go in there and change your PAS settings so you can get them set where you want to be. And I want to show you about the FlatOut. So this is just a short little ride. We're going to see how fast this bike will go now. Here we go. Right into a headwind, of course. Into a headwind, slightly uphill, guys. throttling at the moment. All right. Okay guys, so yeah, top speed is just a little bit slower than the older version, but everything else as far as power wise goes seems to be very similar. Let me put this down, push this one so I don't go flying through the ports here, because I do that sometimes. I've done that before. Then put it in zero so you don't accidentally twist yourself when you're getting off the bike and go right through something, you know what I mean? All right guys, that was a short ride, but Papa's froze. I just want to let you get a better look at it. So we got it on this side now so you can see a few other things. So these are the Velocity, VPOS Velocity tires. They claim to have the steel puncture resistance on them, but I still went ahead and put FlatOut in them, guys. I just put FlatOut in every bike I plan on keeping. And this will most likely be a keeper for me. And there's that 52T crank chain rail protector as well on it, single side. And we got the turning derailleur, the Shimano 7 gear freewheel on it, just like the other one. What else? What else is different? Still got the plastic fender, still got your brake light in the rear, still got your same headlight in the front. But you got these Logan brakes, and they're awesome, guys. They're awesome. And you got, you know, some good suspension in the front that's adjustable. I'm still playing around with that to see where I like it. But the keys, I think, for this upgrade is right here. You have an adjustable shocks. You have adjustable shocks on the back side of this. And that's crazy good, because them other ones are so stiff that it made that ride terrible. The ride's a lot better on this one now. That's one of the big ones. And then of course your Logan brakes, turn on the other side, you still got the 203 millimeter rotors on it. They're different than the last ones, but you got the Logan quad, so there's the 4-piston hydraulic brakes, and so far they're not even making a peep, guys. They're awesome. I like these pedals better than what came on the other ones, which I upgraded my other bike's pedals. This is the gray version. I like the gray. I didn't think I would so much, but I do. And it comes with the standard seat that's been on all of them. I put the Cloud 9 on it for extra suspension, and a suspension seat post, which now I could probably go with a better quality suspension post, guys. The one I got on there is fine. It's lasted me a couple years, but you can get some really good ones to put on there, because I do appear to have enough room now that I can do that. Whereas with the 2003, I couldn't, or 2023, I couldn't do that. So I just want to clarify again. They had a previous bike that was actually, they had two different bikes, two different style bikes that came out for their 2024 version of this. But right at the beginning of the year, it was back around February of 2024, they were still using the 2023 setup. It was even in the manual. It said 2023 Wallke H9. They shortly after that upgraded that to the 2024. That we made the shorter battery. They put a 1,000-watt motor in the front instead of a 750. They made some changes in the display. That was the biggest changes on the 2024. And now they've upgraded this to a Samsung 60 amp hour battery, guys. So it is UL certified. And you can also get a combination. You can get the 22 amp hour that goes in the frame as well. I don't have that, and I don't need it, to be honest with you. I'm plenty happy with having just the 60 amp hour. I go as far as I've ever wanted to go with a 60 amp hour. So that's some of the upgrades. That's some of the differences between the 2023, the 2024, which is basically the same bikes, but there was slight changes at the beginning of the 2024 era of the Wallke H9. And I happened to get that bike, and in my opinion, that was a really good bike. The only things I wish it had, which was different, was this adjustable shocks in the back, the Logan brakes. That's probably it. If they would have had that on the 2023, I think everybody would have been happy campers, to be honest with you. Now on this, I'd probably go back, personally, if they were to make changes for the next version that comes out, I would go back to the 2023 version of the display. Maybe it costs more money, I don't know, but it was killer. You could go in there and make all the changes you needed to make. That thing was crystal clear to see, guys. And it just looked really good on there. It fit and made it look really nice. This display looks nice. I've used this display on one other bike. It's pretty nice, but see, it does not have voltage, does not have percentage, and you only have 10 settings you can make in it. So in my opinion, this is a downgrade. They should go back to the other version. But as far as functionality, it does the things you need it to do, guys. So it's fine. It really is. If you like the full twist throttle, you got that now. You know, I don't really mind either way, like I say, because I pedal most of the time anyhow. Other than for that, I'm trying to think. I think everything else about this bike is pretty good. On my 2023, I upgraded, or I should say I changed my tires. I wouldn't necessarily call it an upgrade. I went with a different type, and it slowed my bike down a little bit. But I had the CST BFTs on it, and those are actually good tires. I had no problem with those. These seem like they're almost the same thing, to be honest with you. But maybe they're better, because they claim to have the steel puncture resistance in it. So maybe they're putting some kind of liner inside it. I'm not really sure how that is yet, guys. You can let me know about that. I think I've showed you everything I need to show you. And if you have any questions about this, just ask me. For something I forgot, and for something I know that I can help you with, I'll let you know. Just ask me, and don't be shy. Say hello in the comments, guys. That helps. It helps the video. It helps me get more views on the videos when you talk to me in the comments. So the links to this bike will be down in the description. The links to the FlatOut will be in the description. Pretty much everything we've talked about through this I'll have down in there. And you know, don't be shy about using those links either, guys. That sure helps Pawpaw out, helps my channel grow, helps me to keep buying stuff I need to buy to keep doing these e-bike videos. But there it is. There is the 2025 Wallke H9 all-wheel drive powerful Billy Goat e-bike, guys. All right, well, thank you much, and we will see you.